98.5 and 92.7 The Planet, the real rock station.
In terms of this is off subject in terms of like music and that kind of stuff, but talk about the business side of things. I mean, the way the music business is, it's changing every day. Everybody's doing something different. You guys kind of have a different way you're going about. You don't have the major label like Interscope that just the machine. You're not
powerhouse.
Right. How are you guys doing it, and how is it working well for you? And what are some of the challenges that you're facing this way with the way the music business is going so far?
Well, for us, it's sometimes it's a money issue. We're not really taking a lot of pay for ourselves personally, so we're kind of scraping by. Trying to get by with the minimal possible. It's basically like food, and we try to get free stuff from the menu.
Yeah, right.
As much free bottled water is like gold to us.
Yeah.
Need that. But we're just trying to use the internet to our advantage. We've definitely talked to some labels and had some offers. And a lot of the things you're going to get right now are they're going to pretty much own your stuff. They're going to basically write you a paycheck. Like, here's your paycheck for the month. We're going to take all the rest. So we're kind of trying to use our management, Capital EV, to our advantage because he's such a huge icon in the radio business.
Sure.
And we're trying to take that and apply it to our business and kind of keep the business model going where the money comes in. We're trying to pay for things on our own and do things on our own. So if the money does start coming in, that most of it will be our own.
You get your money,
right? Get our piece of the pie. So
I think we kind of do it like the old school way a little bit too. Without having that major label push. We just kind of go out, we tour, and let the live show do the work.
Exactly. I mean, as long as your record's in the stores and people can buy it, and you're playing in front of people, you're good to go.
You just constantly tour, you play shows, and you put it in their face.
Right. And the most important thing about it is we have creative control about what we do. And that's, I think, something important, especially for a new band and as visually and as we are. We're not I don't think we look like the average rock band. So I mean, being able to have creative control really dictates to our fans like who we are and what kind of personalities we have, because obviously all six of us bring something different to the table, and that's I'm not saying we wouldn't sign down the road if the deal was right, but getting the right deal these days is few and far between. So we just push, man. We do what we do. People like it, great. If not, we're just gonna keep living on this bus.
It's funny. I actually had somebody ask me 2 nights ago when we do the next record, if I'm scared if it's gonna wind up being like this one. I
remember that.
I got a chuckle out of that. I was like, yeah, of course it's gonna be just like that. I mean, we wrote this, we did it all ourselves, So I mean, I'm not even worried about the next record. It's gonna.
I don't think there's ever a fear from it. It's like sometimes I think artists get worried about like that. Like I think the difference between, and I don't know how the guys feel, but for me, I don't really care. I mean, we write songs that the six of us like. If that's cool, then we'll always have. I mean, we're having fun. Once that stops and we're not writing music that we hate, that we like, it's like then I'd get worried about that question. But as long as we're writing songs that we think are fun, then and we know we can take them to the stage, and be an influence from the home state of such people as Kid Rock and Eminem. I mean, those guys, are big in Michigan where we come from. So obviously, to make sure you raise the bar, and like Tony said, live show is everything to us. So if we can bring these songs to the stage and make people believe what we believe, then it's things different ballgame.
Especially being a fan of live concerts. When you go to a show. Yeah. I mean, like when I go to a concert, I expect to see a show. Like, that's one thing I've always enjoyed is high energy rock shows.
Who are your favorite live bands? Have you gone to a lot of shows yourself and that kind of stuff? Who's like your favorite?
I think for me, like, there's the typical ones. Like, I mean, of course, like Kiss puts on an awesome show, or Aerosmith. Yeah. But I think two of my favorite shows, live shows, would have to probably be Manson. I think I've seen him on the Antichrist Superstar tour and White Zombie.
Okay. Never seen Zombie. I saw Manson on the Against All Gods tour, which is just kind of recent, but it's definitely a badass show. Who are some of your favorite bands live?
Like 9 Inch Nails.
Okay.
Probably be one of them. Guar.
Guar. Yes.
Guar. That's
Green Day was on the whole.
Yeah, I was gonna say honestly when I was thinking
Seven Dust was one of my favorite.
People ask me like who's my favorite live band. I've seen Green Day twice, and it is just hell. It's so fun.
I didn't even want to go to the show because I'm not really a big Green Day fan. I had the best time of my life.
Billy Joe just kicks
in
ass
a lot
on
of
stage.
tricks, man. Those guys just wow. I mean, they take you on a journey, even from the whole band to Billy Joe on his acoustic and the crowd's amped. I mean, that's
Gave that kid a guitar, remember?
That is awesome. He does that.
He just guitars, bring people up to play the instrument.
Makes him play 3 chords.
Again, this is a side note for all this. I don't want to be like a Green Day thing, but when I saw Green Day, though, I saw them twice, and I saw them give away the guitar the first time. So the second time I saw, I knew what was going to happen. And first time I saw them, they opened for Blink-182. I went to go see Green Day, and Blink-182 live is horrible. I mean, I like Blink-182 personally, just for fun, but just a bad live. They could not do it live because there's only 3 guys on stage, but on their albums there's like 15 different guitars and that kind of stuff, and they just couldn't do it live. But then Green Day, weren't big at that time, and just showed them who's going to be making music in 10 years and who's not.
Those guys are great.